Good afternoon. Cheers. Welcome to Coffee Convo Wednesday. My name is Cindy. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday for Wednesday, April 10th, 2019, episode 155. Yes, you may notice a little bit of bling around my neck. It is from the Star Wars Rival Run weekend. That's right, because I am drinking my official, can you see it? My official mug from the race weekend. All right, I'm going to get to that in a minute. Just taking a deep breath because it's been one of those days. My name is Cindy. This is Coffee Convo Wednesday. We'll be here for about 15-20 minutes today. If this is your first time joining us, yay, welcome. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is a show where we talk about 3 different random things happening in the universe, and then we end the show with something awesome for you. And we do that every week. This is the 155th episode. It's crazy to me that we've been doing it this long. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, although I have lived in Nashville, North Carolina for a hot minute. I don't really count that. Atlanta, where we recently moved from, and now we are in Orlando, Florida. I grew up less than 30 minutes from Disneyland, and now I live less than 30 minutes from Walt Disney World. Kind of crazy. So what I'd like to know, first and foremost, is what you were drinking this afternoon. I'm drinking some water out of my new Star Wars Rival Run weekend mug. I'd like to give you a big fat cheers. Cheers! Did I just really spill water on myself? Good gravy. All right, comment below, let me know what you're drinking, and thank you for hanging out with us. A couple things happening today. I feel like I'm a little off. I lifted my 6-year-old today, and I think I hurt my back a little bit, but there's that. And then also, my 6-year-old is on her very first field trip today. She went on a school bus and everything, and I am like, woo! I was kind of emotional about it today. Like, I was a little sad that I wasn't able to go with her today, but next month, they are doing a character breakfast at Disney's Grand Floridian Resort and Spa. Only one parent can go. Guess who's going? This mom! And I'm so excited. So, although I didn't get to go on her first one, I'm gonna go on that with her. And then the fun thing is, I took the day off from work, and we get to go to Magic Kingdom for the day. So after we have breakfast with the characters at the Grand Floridian Resort and Spa, I'm gonna go to Disney with her for the day. I'm gonna go to Magic Kingdom, and I'm kind of excited. Okay. So, first off, I want to say congratulations to, I want to bring it over here, Cheryl, right here in Florida. She won last week's prize. It was this very cute, look at that face, this very cute Minnie Mouse denim pillow pet. So congratulations, Cheryl, right here in Florida. I am going to get that out to you soon, as soon as I get over to the post office. All right, topic number 1 on Coffee Convo Wednesday. So last week when I was here, I told you guys that right after the show, we were surprising our daughters, and we were going to Disney's Hollywood Studios for the new Lightning McQueen Racing Academy. I gotta tell you, it was so fun. The girls were so surprised. My 6-year-old daughter, Luna, she loves Cars, all of the Cars movies. I do too, they're just super fun. So they have this new experience. It's like a 10-minute show, and Lightning McQueen comes out. It's like this animatronic Lightning McQueen, and it is just fun. It's a super fun show. Don't know how long it's gonna be at Disney's Hollywood Studios, but it's really cool because you can go up and take pictures with Cruz Ramirez and Lightning McQueen, which we did. If you are here watching on Facebook or you follow me on Instagram, I'm sure you saw tons of Instagram photos and the Instagram stories, because I'm always on Instagram. I am Cindy Simmons, you can follow me there. But it's a 10-minute stage show. You take pictures, then there's like a DJ, and you can dance, and I'm all about dancing. So it was so much fun, and I think for me, because I always, and if you haven't heard me say this before, or if you have, it's just my thing. My parents always did experiences. We didn't have a lot of money to get stuff. Like, we didn't get name brand jeans. We had like Fikes instead of Nikes growing up. But my parents took us on trips, not like to Australia, but like these little mini vacations, and I loved those because they were like these experiences. And so we're trying to recreate my awesome childhood with our daughters and doing these fun experiences. And the greatest gift for me last Wednesday night when we surprised them at Disney's Hollywood Studios is we were on Slinky Dog Dash in Toy Story Land. We had just done the Cars, the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy, and just watching her face during that whole show, she was just like this. Like, she just loved it. And that for me is the greatest gift, watching her face. So her face during that show, and then we're on Slinky Dog Dash, and she was like, yes, Mom, this is the best night ever. And of course, I'm like, because that's what you want your kids to feel, is that joy from experiencing something. Because to me, that memory will last way longer than a new fancy pair of shoes or the newest gadget that will die in 6 months to a year. Like, those are the things that I want them to remember, like I remember that my parents did for my brother and me. So it made me really happy, and we weren't even out late. We were home and in bed before 9 o'clock on a school night, and it was just fun. Like, I love that we can do those little mini things for them. It just makes me all giddy and happy. So her saying the best night ever, that was really great. So if you get a chance to go to Disney's Hollywood Studios and check out the Lightning McQueen Racing Academy, so cute, it's so cute. Okay, next up on Coffee Convo Wednesday, I don't know if this is me, maybe I'm just bananas, but I have an aversion to fans, like the fan above the stove, fans in the bathroom, you know, like the fan when you go to the bathroom, and then fans like in the living room or our bedroom. I don't know what it is. I don't like it. I don't like the noise. And my husband cooks, God bless him. I don't really enjoy cooking. I can cook a little bit, but I don't really enjoy it. And so he always has this fan on in the kitchen when he's cooking, because that's what you're supposed to do, I guess. So it's always really loud, and I just feel like when the kids come around and he's trying to talk to me, it's like, ah. And I don't know if it's because I talk for a living. I don't know. I just want quiet sometimes. But it's the same, like when I go to get in the shower in the morning, he's getting ready at the same time, and he turns on the fan in the bathroom, and I'm just like, I don't want to listen to the fan when I'm in the shower. It's already loud. It's loud. I can't hear anything that's going on in the house. Then if I'm sitting in the living room, the fan's going on. Does anyone else have a problem with fans? Like, and I don't like the wind blowing on me either. Like at night, I love my husband so much, so I've told him in the summer months, which is like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 months out of the year here in Florida, he can have the fan on and I'll put all 87 blankets on top of me to keep warm. But there's just something like, I don't know. I don't like the air blowing on me. I don't like the sound. I don't know. Maybe I'm just bananas. So comment below and tell me, like, do you have like an aversion to fans, or maybe it's something else that you can't explain it, you just have an aversion to it. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. I'm extra thirsty today. Okay, finally in Coffee Convo Wednesday, I'm so excited to tell you guys about the Star Wars Rival Run 10K that my 13-year-old daughter and I did over the weekend. I've told you that we had planned this, I want to say like almost a year ago, because you got to register for these things like 12 years in advance. Well, we were supposed to train together, and then that got sidetracked because she got a concussion playing basketball. So she was kind of on IR, injured reserve, on the bench, if you will. And so I didn't want to train without her. At least that's the excuse I'm going with. I didn't want to train without her because I didn't want to be all, I'm ready to run 10.2 miles. Or no, what was it? 6.2, not 10.2. 6.2. And then she wouldn't be ready. Well, then we got in the car accident. So yeah, that stopped our running and everything because we've been going to the chiropractor. So we mostly walked the 10K on Saturday. But I gotta give props to my daughter, and I wanna be very respectful when I say this, so I'm sure I don't need to go into any more detail, but Friday night she was not feeling well. She had a milestone teenage moment happen with her body, and she was not feeling well on Friday at all. And it was a big deal as moms of teenagers, or you aren't there yet, or maybe you've already been there. You know, it's that one day that happens, and God bless my 13-year-old. She got up the next day and she was a rock star. Like, I was so proud of her because I thought she was gonna be like, Mom, I have cramps, I don't feel well, I don't wanna do this. We got up at 3:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning because you have to be over there by 4:30, and then the race starts at 5:30. But she didn't complain at all. Like, she had cramps during the race, but man, oh man, I was so proud of her. Like, I was so proud of her, which leads me to part of the point of this topic. So the shirt I'm wearing has Princess Leia. I think I'm gonna take off the bling, but it is pretty. Oh, did I have it backwards? In case you want to just take a peek there, take a gander at my fancy schmancy medal there. It's very heavy too. Very, very heavy. Okay, so my shirt says, "My only hope is to cross the finish line." And as you can see, Princess Leia is on the shirt. My husband, who owns mysmartshirt.com, if you want to check him out, he doesn't normally do one-off shirts. I think he has a minimum order, but you can find that out on his website. But he made this shirt for me because I wanted to have my own little shirt to run in. And he made one for Lily because she was the dark side, I was the light side. So as you can see, there's Princess Leia, and it says, "My only hope is to cross the finish line," which was pretty much how I felt the whole time. So I reward myself and my 13-year-old daughter by a little celebratory Chick-fil-A after the race is over. AKA, Mommy wanted a chicken biscuit and some coffee. So I haven't taken a picture of the shirt yet, and I really wanted to show off my husband's company and brag on his company. And what do? I spill coffee on my shirt. But here's what's so funny. So I'll show you where on the shirt. So, right here is where I spill coffee. Right here. So it looks like she's crying. So the coffee lands. It was like the most perfect accident. The coffee lands right under her eye, and it looks like she's crying, which is even funnier because it says, "My only hope is to cross the finish line." My only hope is to cross the finish line. Like, that's so funny to me. It's so funny to me. So it really turned out to be such a funny picture, and it's such a good commentary because, on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and Snapchat and social media, we're always just putting our best foot forward, so we want everything to look good. And I thought, this is even better. Like, I couldn't have planned that if I tried. And it's funny because I posted the photo here on Facebook, actually on all of my social media because it was so funny. But everyone was commenting on Facebook, Instagram, that they thought the shirt was made that way. So I said to my husband, "You should be making these shirts that say, 'My only hope is to cross the finish line,' with a tear down Princess Leia's face." Like, so funny. Oh my goodness. Like, so funny. So funny. So anyway, it was a great 10K. It wasn't obviously as hard as the half marathon last year. I did not sprain my ankle. So there's that. So that's like a plus right there. And really the best part was doing it with my 13-year-old. In fact, I want to cry right now thinking about it because I got so verklempt when we were done because I was so proud of her. I was so proud of her with not feeling well, and she didn't complain. We had such a good time. We talked the whole way. We laughed at things and looked at people's costumes, and it was so great for her and me to do this together. We saw a woman who had just finished her last treatment of chemo after 6 months. We saw some people who would look like they had just gone through cancer with shaved heads. And it was just great. And the cool thing is, for any of you who are ever considering running any kind of race, albeit a Disney race or whatever, it's all different age groups, shapes, and sizes. And it's truly representative of just the world. Because you have like little kids that are running, and I'm like, I can't let that little one beat me. I'm just kidding. And then you have older people who were probably in their 80s. Like, I saw this little old lady running with her granddaughter, and it was so sweet, and she wasn't moving really fast, but I bet she didn't care. She's doing a 10K. I wouldn't care either if I'm a grandma doing a 10K. Heck, I was pretty proud that I'm a mom doing a 10K. And it was great doing it with my daughter. So if you ever get a chance, but you're like, I'm so out of shape, I can't do it. Look, I get it. I've gone through all of those things. But I am so glad that I did it because it was such a great experience, and I would do it again. Maybe not the 10K, maybe a 5K. Actually, no, I'm just kidding. The 10K wasn't that bad. I wouldn't do the half marathon. That you like legit have to train for. And I did when I did it. I trained for like a year. But they're fun. They're just a fun experience. Fun. Okay. Before we get out of here, my husband made a couple of extra shirts. So look, you don't have to be a runner, but if you're a Star Wars fan and you want one of these shirts, all you have to do is comment your size and the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. And then I'm just gonna randomly select a couple of people and grab your address and send you a t-shirt. So they run a tiny bit small, so maybe size up, I guess. But just comment your size and the name of the state where you watch Coffee Convo Wednesday, and then I'll just randomly select a couple of people. And thank you, mysmartshirt.com. You can also like them on Facebook and Instagram at mysmartshirt. Thank you, my husband, for making me a couple of extra shirts to give you guys, which I was kind of excited about. So we can all wear them together, because you bet your bottom dollar I'll be wearing this again in public. Oh, and no kidding. So for those of you who don't know, I am on the radio every day here in Orlando at Z88.3. I'm on 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. and on Wednesdays I rush home to do this show. Unless you're watching this on another day, then it doesn't matter. But I'm on the radio at Z88.3. I love it so much. I totally wore my medal to work the next day, or the first Monday, because the race was on Saturday. I wore my medal to work. So silly. But I was so proud. And let me tell you, every single person that I work with came up to me and was like, "That's awesome. Good for you." I was like, "Oh, what? Did you see some bling around my neck?" And like my boss, Jen and Dean, like they were so supportive. My friend Carol, like Daniela, like everyone at work was so supportive. And we're asking to see the medal and could they hold it? Of course, I was like, "Here, it's very heavy. You can hold it." But it just feels good. It feels proud. So my friend Maria made me a medal holder, like a little Disney medal holder on the wall, because she had bigger hopes than I, that I was going to do more of these, and she was right. So now I have my half marathon. I did a 5K once, and now I have a 10K. So it's kind of exciting. All right, so if you want a t-shirt, comment your size and the state where you're watching Coffee Convo Wednesday. Okay, one more thing. I want to give you a little tease of what is happening next week on the show. So this is called, so cute. This is a Disney shelf. And if you have kids, and even if you don't, but you love Disney, and I know you all do because you tell me all the time, more Disney giveaways. This is called a Disney shelf. I am going to tell you all about it next week, but all you need to know is this is basically like an instant nightstand for your kids or for you. And I can't wait to tell you all about it. But Disney shelf, there's a little tease. One of you is going to win this on next week's Coffee Convo Wednesday. So thank you so much for hanging out with me. I so appreciate you guys coming back each and every week. Find me on all of the socials by going over to CindySimmons.com. You can also tell Alexa. She didn't work when Alexa. Okay. I forgot to turn the volume up, so we're gonna let it go. Alexa off. You can tell Alexa to play Z88.3. You can download the app, or you can go to zradio.com and listen to me on the radio every day, because I would love for you guys to hang out with me and do that. It's every day, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Have a great rest of your week. Can't wait to see you guys next week, and thanks for hanging out with me. And I will give you a big Star Wars Rival Run cheers. Oh, and if you would, share this video wherever you're watching it, whatever time you're watching it, watching on the replay, live, whatever. If you would go ahead and just share it, that would be awesome. Thanks so much. Have a